Welcome. Thank you for joining me in the second week of our series for August. This month we're looking at truth, love and fear. Last week we kicked off the series by having a look at our thoughts. We had a look how every thought we have creates a feeling in us, which then generates a behavior. So let's just take a look at some of the thoughts we have and some of the things we tell ourselves. I can't do this. I'm no good. There's no point. I hate my life. Life's not fair. Why are these bad things always happening to me? Guys, these are not all accurate. Number one, I can't do this. Yes, you can. I'm no good. Really? No good at anything? You got out of bed this morning. You're watching this clip. Clearly you know how to use the internet. Life's not fair. Okay, life isn't fair. What are you going to do about it? There's no point. Get up, go outside, look at a sunrise, look at a sunset. There's beauty everywhere if you just look for it. I hate my life. Really, your whole entire life or just a part of your life? Why are bad things always happening to me? Guys, life is always happening to all of us. It's how we process the experience that makes the difference, because there is good to be found in everything. There is a silver lining in every experience. Now, an emotion is an internal response to a circumstance, person, an event, and all of our emotions are born either out of love or fear. Anxiety, stress, rage, shame, guilt, these are all the offspring of fear. Love produces joy, peace, compassion, hope, expectation, kindness. It's an apples and oranges thing, guys. An orange tree, no matter what it does, no matter how hard it tries, is never, ever, ever going to produce an apple. So what you put in is what you get out. If you focus all your energy on being negative and doubtful and fearful, you're not going to live a happy, peaceful life. Feelings are not facts, and feelings change. Let's look, for example, at romantic love. You fall in love. Head over heels, nose over toes, just completely madly in love for somebody. You can fly, the sky's the limit. It's just all perfect. This is the one. And then life happens. One of you doesn't meet the other's expectation. You disagree on something. Someone doesn't replace the empty toilet roll. Does this mean you stop loving that person? No, of course not. And why? Because your hurt heals. Your anger goes away. Your irritation, you realize how seriously frivolous it really is. My mom used to say, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Now, fear is false evidence appearing real. Now, evidence is a body of facts, or in this case, emotions, that are true and valid. So ask yourself, are your fears, is there evidence in your life to support these that make them truthful and valid? Now, my daughter was about 12. I was explaining this concept to her. Now, she is my daughter, so she is as strong-willed, as opinionated, and as independent as me, and she decided she was going to negotiate this idea with me. So she said, yeah, Ma, but bad things happen. I said, yeah, bad things do happen, but what are you afraid of? So she said, I'm afraid of crossing the road. Okay, tell me, why are you afraid of crossing the road? Because I might get hit by a car. Okay, have you ever been hit by a car while crossing the road? No. But, well, yeah, but, and I said, no. No yas, no yeah, well, buts, anything. There's no evidence to support your fear. Now, I have always had this huge fear about finances and provision. Is this a rational fear? No, it's not. Until I'm living in a cardboard box, wearing plastic bags, starving to death, it's not a valid fear. It's not real. There's no evidence to support it. Now, guys, I understand that this all sounds very practical and lovely, to talk about, but to practice it in our lives is a bit different. I know fear. I know that icy cold dread. I know that feeling like someone's chasing you. I know that feeling like you're trapped. I'm not telling you this from something I read in a book. 2 years ago, I had an opportunity to apply for a scholarship at an international university. And I had a lot going on in my life at the time, and because I'm such a fearful person, I leave everything to the last minute. And the final day for applications, I lay on my bed and I was curled up on my bed and I was so terrified. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. I couldn't think. I couldn't cry. I was literally paralyzed by fear. Fortunately, reason eventually kicked in, and I said to myself, number one, you can't lie here curled up in a ball forever. You're eventually going to have to move. And number two, you either get up and write this essay and see what happens, or you don't. Now, I knew that if I didn't at least write the essay and apply, that I would regret it for the rest of my life. So with 6 hours to deadline, I got up, wrote the essay, and I won the scholarship. So what did I gain from all that fear? Wasted time. Nike have the most brilliant slogan that I absolutely love. Just do it. Just do it. Take all that fear and anxiety and insecurity, wrap it up in a ball and chuck it in the waste paper basket and just do it. Just love. Just live. Just try. You've got nothing to lose by walking away from being a slave to fear. Thank you for joining me. I will chat to you again next week. No fear, over and out.